Hello everyone, this is Bryce Nilsson, and I am recording my first video in a new series, which is called Work from Home Freedom. The purpose of these videos will be to discuss my journey to seeking freedom to work from home. As I said, although ironically I'm not home right now, I'm at a friend's house. Come here every 2 weeks to work on my laundry. But other than that, I will be doing it from home. So I'm going to discuss a couple of things here. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I'm fairly new at making videos, and I'm referring to some notes just briefly. I want to discuss, first of all, why working from home is such a strong desire for me. Lots of reasons. I have been struggling financially, been getting by, but I have not had much wiggle room, living paycheck to paycheck. And I want that to change now. I didn't know that it was possible for a long time. I didn't know that I could do this. Now I'm sure that I can. I've been working online since January 2019. It's now the end of April 2020, so almost more than 15, almost 16 months now at this point. I spent some time working for a couple of different companies last year, and then I took some time away from it for a while. So it's actually not 16 months continuous. There are many things about having to get up early, having to drive in heavy traffic, having to do things on the job that I don't care for, not having time to focus on things that I love. Ultimately, my dream business will be centered around music, and that would definitely be something that I would be doing from home. I've been singing, I've been playing the piano for most of my life, and that's really where I want my focus to be. But in the meantime, I need to achieve the freedom to be able to devote more time to those things. So the online businesses I'm doing now will help me to get there. This is harder than I thought. I thought explaining my history was going to take a little longer. I'll just go into it a little more detail. I was working with an affiliate website called JVZoo when I first started in January last year. They have products mainly centered around make money online, where you are promoting an opportunity. You're buying first a digital product, and then you turn around and you look for other people to buy it. And the product mainly consists of training on how to sell the product. It made me a little uncomfortable that was what I was selling, but I didn't work on that for very long before I got pulled into another company where I was learning all about social media. That was very useful. I'm still using a lot of the information I learned from them. I did that for about 4 months. I learned a lot about the importance of personal branding. For example, when you're putting yourself out there, telling them your recommendations and your experience and sharing of yourself, it's that personal connection that makes people want to buy from you. It's not whether the product is good. I mean, there's other people besides you that are selling it, so they're going to connect with the person that they identify with, the person that they trust and know. Making these videos is a good way to start establishing that rapport. And it's not the only reason why I'm doing it. It's good for me to get over my fear of being in front of a camera. For some reason, I have no fear of being in front of a camera for a still shot, but when it comes to video and me talking, it's very nerve-wracking for me. I don't know what I'm going to say sometimes. I'm not going to sit here and try to read the whole time. That's what I usually would do most of the time if I was public speaking in a church meeting, for example. I would be relying heavily on notes, or I would be stumbling through and not sure that I covered everything that I wanted to cover. And I'm hoping for a more casual style where I can just have a couple of notes and then speak more naturally. So anyway, fortunately I'm not doing this live, so I can always edit things out if I need to. I will be doing, actually I've already done 3 Facebook Lives this week, and I'll be doing my 4th one in a little while. And there you can't edit it, but I'm only doing that for about 10 minutes each time. I have a more specific subject. So my history and online work. Oh yes, why working from home is a passion? Well, because there's so many options online. So much more possibility than what people think they have. To be honest, I've felt trapped in a particular line of work for years that didn't really go with my education that I had. I have some specialized skills within that job, but it's mainly it's stuff I learned on the job, stuff that I could have done without going to college. I studied mathematics in college, and I thought I was going to get a job in mathematics, and I never did. So I've always felt a little bit out of place. But as I said, my real passion is for music. And I also know that there's so many resources now on the internet. There's so many websites, social media, great training companies. There's no reason why anybody needs to feel limited to what they're doing, or limited to what's going on in a particular area near them, because we have the whole world at our fingertips now. So I want to help people realize this. One aspect of my training, I've been doing let me jump ahead in my history. After I took a few months away from doing business, let me go back further than that, excuse me. So I was with this one company for 4 months. I learned a lot about social media and branding myself. I set up various profiles. I was sharing good content. I was getting on Skype calls and helping to coach other people that came into the program behind me. I was learning a lot. The one thing I was not doing was making any money. And I was spending all of my free time on it. And I wasn't making any money for 4 months. And the payments I was making were stretching my ability to even pay all my bills, frankly. So I felt like I had no choice but to quit that. And it was kind of discouraging, and I pretty much got off of anything online for months. After sharing a few posts with more fun topics. So anyway, I spent a lot of time watching movies and various ways. There's so many ways to pass the time. A lot of them aren't very productive. So anyway, in February this year, I keep looking at the wrong part of the screen. Excuse me, this is new to me. need to be looking at the light where my camera is. So anyway, just forgotten what I was going to say. So in February this year, I got back into online business. First of all, I started out by joining a site that teaches blogging. So I've been working on building up blog posts, and it's on the same subject. My niche is not really, it's not like most other people's niche. It's not something narrowly tailored. My niche is working from home, which is very broad, but I'm sure I can make a go of it. There's so much to write about, and I can always narrow it down if I need to. Maybe the opposite of what they actually suggest people do. But I'm going to keep working at it. I have about 15 posts on there, and I'm not supposed to. It's recommended that you not start promoting your website until you have about 50 posts. So it's going to take a while. I'm writing about 2 posts a week. It should be a little more than that. But anyway, that's where I'm at. Excuse me. So I'm working on that, and a month later I joined a couple of other businesses, opportunities, which are in the network marketing arena. So I'm sure I'll be talking about both of those. That's not my purpose in these videos to be promoting my particular businesses. I just want to let you know where I'm at in my process. So I have access to some great teams, great trainings, great products, and those are helping me in various ways. One way is that for the past month I've been learning a lot about the importance of mindset, having a positive mindset, learning to love yourself, and learning to go after your dreams, learning to affirm the things that you desire, to believe that they're possible. I've been spending a lot of time reading and learning from, well, there's great videos from a guy named Bob Proctor, who's 85 years old now, but he's been teaching this stuff for nearly 60 years. And in fact, that's what I'm watching for my Facebook Live videos that I'm doing. A video that he did back on April 6th where he answered a bunch of questions. Anyway, he's been teaching me so much about mindset. It's been really important as part of my daily process working on my business that I always start out working on my mindset. I'm either listening to Bob Proctor or I'm watching something from one of the other great motivational speakers. There's always the book Think and Grow Rich from the 1930s, which is one of the very few self-development books that I had access to when I was young. I think there were only 2 that my parents had in the home that I remember. That was one of them. Actually, I think I remember they also had a book, As a Man Thinketh. That's another old book. And they also had the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. I'm sure I read all of those. But it had been a long time. Prior to last year, it had been a long time since I read any of them. That I struggled with a negative mindset, thinking that I couldn't do more than what I was already doing. I wasn't even really trying to move my life forward and achieve higher things in my life, trying to set a goal, trying to, I would periodically, I would set goals. They were more short-term things, not aspirational. I want to raise my life I want to have business where I'm doing something that I love. It wasn't that sort of thing. So this is a big change for me. And it's just only been the last month I've been working on it, but already I'm feeling so much more motivated, so much more positive about things. Even when I have a long and tiring day, I listen to the affirmations and it gets me in a better mood. And I know that I'm going in a better direction. And a lot of times, the thing that worries me the most now is how I'm going to share this information with the other people around me, many of whom are also very stuck in a negative mindset, and I want to help them to get out of that. I hope I'm talking loud enough. Anyway, I have one more thing. What was it? What I intend to do with this series, I think I need to expand on why working from home is a passion. I've always been a homebody. When I was growing up, I didn't go out. I didn't go hang out with other teenagers. I stayed home and read books. I went out if my school had an activity, my church had an activity, my Boy Scout troop had an activity, or I had to go to work. That was it. I didn't socialize except with my family, or my church, or with some organized group that I was part of. Now, I'm not saying it's good to be antisocial. This recent coronavirus shutdown has actually gotten me meeting more people through the Zoom calls I've done with people in my church. I've actually met people further away. It's kind of ironic. But I love the fact that I can share this with anyone. I'm nervous about people watching it too, because I have no idea what you're going to think. I have a fear of being criticized, but I'm going to work on that. I don't know why I think I need approval of strangers, but that's been a constant struggle in my life. I have affirmations to help me deal with it now. And as I continue those, I know that my mindset will change. Excuse me, I'm feeling a lot of burps today. Do my best to keep them down. So what I'm doing with this series, I'm going to probably do about a half-hour video about once a week till I free up some more time. And I'll just be sharing my journey, how things have been going for the last week. So I've been in my 2 opportunities for a bit over a month, and I'm really hoping to achieve a rank and start making money with one of these opportunities very soon. It's been a struggle for me to follow all of the simple process that I've been taught because of my fear of rejection. I think I'm not sending out all the messages that I need to be sending. But anyway, I'm putting out good content now. I'm continuing to follow the other steps I've been taught. I'll go through that another time. In another video, I'll go through my personal history a little bit more than I have here. I just wanted to share my online journey today. I'm mainly spending my time connecting with people on Facebook. I also have connections on LinkedIn, post on Twitter, Instagram. I started making videos for Instagram this week too. And I have a couple of other websites where I also occasionally visit and share good information. And then in my blog, that's the main thing. It's my other main thing that I work on. If you watch me very long, you're going to see that my mind goes blank a lot. I just sit here and try to remember what I was going to say. I have these amazing, I have this very strange memory. I have really, 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 really good memory on some things and absolutely horrible on others. This has always been the case. I studied trivia. I can remember it a long time. Try to show me how to do something on the job. You have to show me 3 or 4 times before I even start remembering. It's really weird. But anyway, reinforce it long enough and it will get reinforced. And it will be learned and remembered. It's easier to remember if I do it every day. So I was forgetting what I was going to say. That's why I have these notes. I know myself well enough to know that I need them. Oh, yes. So, Work from Home Freedom, Episode 1. I'm going to wrap it up. Now, the good thing about not shooting this live is that I can always shoot another video and kind of splice them together. Probably won't do that. But anyway, I heard the buzzer, so I need to go take care of my laundry. I'll see you around. Thanks for watching. Bye.